Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to address a topic that is often overlooked but crucial for the Christian community. 7 reasons why most Christians are poor. This is not to criticize, but to enlighten and empower us to break free from the chains of poverty and step into the abundant life that God has promised. Many Christians have been taught that poverty is a virtue and wealth is inherently evil. This belief stems from a misreading of biblical texts. Verses such as "Blessed are poor in spirit" and warnings about the dangers of the love of money are often cited to justify a life of lack. However, these scriptures are frequently taken out of context and misinterpreted. The Bible does indeed warn against the love of money, emphasizing that it can lead to all kinds of evil, but it does not condemn money itself or the possession of wealth. In fact, the Bible is filled with examples of God's blessings manifesting in material prosperity. Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Joseph, and Job are just a few examples of individuals who were abundantly blessed by God, both spiritually and materially. The parable of the talents teaches us the importance of using and multiplying the resources God has given us. Moreover, Proverbs speaks extensively about the benefits of diligence, hard work, and wise financial management, all of which lead to prosperity. The misinterpretation lies in conflating humility and spiritual poverty with material poverty. Jesus' teachings on humility, service, and spiritual richness do not mandate a life of financial destitution. Instead, they call us to prioritize our spiritual health and relationship with God above material wealth, not to the exclusion of financial well-being. It is essential to understand that God's desire for us includes living a life free from financial stress and being able to provide for ourselves, our families, and others. Wealth, when gained and used righteously, can be a powerful tool for advancing God's kingdom and helping those in need. By understanding the true context of these scriptures, we can align ourselves with God's broader vision of prosperity that encompasses both spiritual and material abundance. Proverbs 29:18 tells us, where there is no vision, the people perish. Without a clear vision or purpose, Christians often find themselves drifting without direction. A vision gives us a target to aim for, a goal to strive towards. It provides a sense of direction and a roadmap for our lives. When we lack vision, we can easily become stagnant, complacent, and lose the drive to pursue greater things. Vision is crucial because it inspires and motivates us to push beyond our current circumstances and limitations. It allows us to see possibilities and opportunities that are not immediately apparent. With a clear vision, we can set specific, measurable goals and devise strategies to achieve them. It helps us to stay focused and determined, even in the face of challenges and setbacks. Vision aligns our actions with our God-given purpose. It ensures that we are not merely chasing after material wealth or success for its own sake, but that we are pursuing goals that are in line with God's plan for our lives. When our vision is rooted in our faith and guided by God's principles, it brings a deeper sense of fulfillment and meaning to our efforts. Without vision, we are prone to short-term thinking and making decisions that do not contribute to long-term success and prosperity. We might find ourselves caught in a cycle of working hard but not making significant progress because our efforts are not directed towards a clear and compelling future. Vision helps us to prioritize our time, energy, and resources effectively, ensuring that we are investing in activities and endeavors that will lead to sustainable growth and prosperity. Having a vision is about seeing beyond the present and believing in a future that is shaped by God's promises and our potential. It empowers us to dream big, take bold steps, and trust that with God's guidance we can achieve great things. Fear and doubt are powerful forces that can paralyze us. Many Christians fear failure and doubt God's provision, which prevents them from stepping out in faith. These emotions can be incredibly debilitating, causing us to second-guess our abilities, hesitate to take risks, and ultimately miss out on opportunities for growth and success. Fear of failure often stems from a lack of confidence in our own capabilities and an overemphasis on the potential negative outcomes. When we focus too much on what could go wrong, we become immobilized, unable to move forward or take decisive action. Doubt, on the other hand, erodes our trust in God's promises and His ability to provide for us. It can cause us to question whether we are truly capable of achieving our goals or whether we are deserving of success. This self-doubt can lead to a cycle of inaction and missed opportunities as we become hesitant to pursue our dreams or take the necessary steps toward financial growth. Fear and doubt also create a mindset of scarcity rather than abundance. When we operate from a place of fear, we tend to cling tightly to what we have, afraid to invest, expand, or take any risks that might lead to loss. This scarcity mindset limits our potential and keeps us from experiencing the fullness of God's blessings. These negative emotions can distort our perception of reality, making challenges seem insurmountable and obstacles appear larger than they are. They magnify the difficulties and minimize our strengths and resources, leading us to underestimate our ability to overcome hurdles. Fear and doubt often lead to procrastination and avoidance. We delay taking action, waiting for the perfect conditions or for our fears to subside, which rarely happens. This delay can result in missed opportunities and a sense of regret for not having taken advantage of the chances presented to us. To overcome fear and doubt, it is essential to remember that God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. Embracing this truth allows us to step out in faith, trusting that God will equip us with the strength and wisdom needed to succeed. By shifting our focus from our limitations to God's unlimited power, we can conquer fear and doubt, moving forward with confidence and courage. Another reason is poor financial stewardship. Many of us lack education and understanding of financial management. We must learn to be good stewards of the resources God has entrusted to us. This means budgeting, saving, investing, and giving wisely. Proper stewardship leads to financial stability and growth. Mismanagement of finances can lead to debt, stress, and a lack of resources to meet our needs and fulfill our responsibilities. Good financial stewardship begins with a mindset of responsibility and accountability. We must recognize that everything we have is a gift from God and that we are accountable for how we manage these resources. This awareness should drive us to seek knowledge and develop skills in financial management. It's not enough to merely pray for financial blessings. We must also educate ourselves on how to handle money effectively. This includes understanding the basics of budgeting, which involves tracking income and expenses to ensure we are living within our means. Saving is another critical aspect of financial stewardship. Setting aside a portion of our income regularly helps to create a safety net for unexpected expenses and future needs. It also enables us to invest in opportunities that can grow our wealth over time. Investing, whether in stocks, real estate, or other ventures, requires knowledge and discernment. By seeking advice from financial experts and being diligent in our research, we can make informed decisions that maximize our resources. Giving is an essential component of financial stewardship. Generosity reflects our trust in God's provision and our commitment to helping others. When we give, we sow seeds that can bring about blessings, not only for the recipients, but also for ourselves. The principle of sowing and reaping is a powerful testament to the impact of generosity on our financial health. Poor financial stewardship often results from a lack of planning and foresight. Impulsive spending, neglecting to save, and avoiding investment opportunities can lead to financial instability. Moreover, failing to give generously can hinder our spiritual and financial growth. To be effective stewards, we must develop a disciplined approach to managing our money, prioritizing long-term goals over short-term gratification. We should seek to cultivate a heart of contentment and gratitude. Recognizing and appreciating what we have reduces the temptation to overspend or accumulate unnecessary debt. Contentment allows us to focus on our needs rather than our wants, fostering a healthier financial outlook. By being mindful of our spending habits and making intentional financial choices, we can honor God with our resources and experience greater financial freedom. There is a reluctance within the Christian community to engage in entrepreneurship. Yet, entrepreneurship is a powerful tool for wealth creation. Many Christians shy away from starting their own businesses or pursuing innovative ventures due to a variety of reasons, including fear of failure, lack of knowledge, and the belief that business and faith should remain separate. This hesitation limits financial opportunities and growth, keeping many within the bounds of traditional employment, where the income potential is often capped. Entrepreneurship requires a mindset that embraces innovation, creativity, and risk-taking. It involves identifying needs in the market and providing solutions, which can lead to significant financial rewards. When Christians engage in entrepreneurship, they have the opportunity to create jobs, support their communities, and generate wealth that can be used for good. It allows them to utilize their God-given talents and skills in ways that traditional employment might not. Entrepreneurship can be an expression of our faith. It provides a platform to integrate Christian values into the business world, demonstrating integrity, fairness, and compassion in all dealings. By establishing businesses that reflect Christian ethics, entrepreneurs can influence the marketplace positively, offering products and services that benefit society. The reluctance to pursue entrepreneurship also stems from a lack of education and resources. Many potential Christian entrepreneurs do not have access to the necessary training or mentorship to guide them in starting and running a successful business. Overcoming this barrier involves seeking out and utilizing available resources, such as business courses, seminars, and networks that support Christian entrepreneurs. Mentorship from experienced business leaders can provide invaluable insights and encouragement. Additionally, the fear of failure is a significant deterrent. The uncertainty and potential risks associated with entrepreneurship can be daunting. However, it is important to remember that failure is often a stepping stone to success. Many successful entrepreneurs have faced setbacks but use those experiences to learn and grow. Embracing a mindset that views challenges as opportunities for growth can help overcome this fear. The belief that business is inherently secular and should be separate from faith can hinder Christians from pursuing entrepreneurial ventures. However, business can be a powerful ministry tool, providing a means to support charitable work, fund missions, and contribute to the betterment of society. By viewing entrepreneurship as a calling and a way to serve God, Christians can approach business with a sense of purpose and mission. Encouraging entrepreneurship within the Christian community can lead to greater financial independence and the ability to support various ministries and charitable causes. It empowers individuals to create wealth not just for personal gain, but to further the work of the kingdom. By breaking down the barriers to entrepreneurship and fostering a culture that supports and nurtures business ventures, the Christian community can unlock significant economic potential and drive positive change in the world. While we believe in miracles, an over-reliance on divine intervention can hinder our progress. Many Christians expect God to provide for their needs supernaturally without taking practical steps towards their goals. This mindset can lead to passivity, waiting for miraculous provision rather than engaging in diligent work and responsible planning. Miracles are indeed a part of the Christian faith, showcasing God's power and grace. However, the expectation that every financial or personal challenge will be resolved miraculously can prevent individuals from developing the skills and habits necessary for long-term success. God often works through natural means, using our efforts and abilities to bring about blessings and provision. Ignoring the importance of practical action can result in missed opportunities and stagnation. This dependence on miracles can also foster a sense of entitlement, where individuals believe they deserve supernatural intervention without putting in the necessary effort. It undermines the biblical principle of sowing and reaping, which teaches that diligent work and wise stewardship yield positive results. By expecting miracles without corresponding action, we may neglect our responsibilities and fail to cultivate the discipline needed for sustainable growth. Relying solely on miracles can diminish our sense of personal agency. We may begin to feel helpless, believing that our circumstances are entirely beyond our control and dependent solely on divine intervention. This perspective can lead to a victim mentality, where we wait for God to change our situation rather than taking proactive steps to improve it ourselves. Recognizing that we have a role to play in our own success is crucial for personal and financial development. An over-reliance on miracles can also hinder our ability to learn from experience. When we expect immediate supernatural solutions, we may not take the time to understand the root causes of our problems or develop strategies to address them. This can lead to repeated mistakes and a lack of growth as we fail to gain the wisdom and insights that come from facing challenges head-on. This mindset can affect our relationships and interactions within the community. By expecting miracles, we may overlook the value of seeking advice, support, and collaboration from others. The Christian community is meant to be a source of encouragement and assistance where individuals can share their knowledge and resources to help one another succeed. Relying solely on divine intervention can isolate us from these valuable connections and diminish the collective strength of the community. To achieve lasting success and prosperity, it is essential to balance our faith in miracles with practical action and responsible stewardship. While we should remain open to God's supernatural work, we must also recognize the importance of using the gifts, talents, and opportunities He has provided. By combining faith with effort, we can create a foundation for sustainable growth and experience the fullness of God's blessings in our lives. Many Christians neglect their God-given talents and gifts, which significantly impacts their potential for financial success and overall fulfillment. Each individual is endowed with unique abilities meant to be used for personal benefit and the benefit of others. However, when these talents are not recognized, nurtured, and utilized, they remain untapped potential, resulting in missed opportunities for wealth creation and personal growth. God has given each of us specific skills and talents, intending for us to use them to serve others and glorify Him. These gifts can manifest in various forms, such as artistic abilities, intellectual prowess, leadership qualities, or technical skills. By failing to develop and employ these talents, we not only limit our own success, but also fail to contribute to the well-being of our communities and the advancement of God's kingdom. Neglecting our talents often stems from a lack of confidence or awareness. Many people do not recognize their abilities or believe they are not significant enough to make an impact. This can be exacerbated by societal pressures or comparisons with others, leading to a diminished sense of self-worth and purpose. Overcoming this requires a shift in perspective, understanding that every talent, no matter how seemingly small, has value and can be used to create positive change. The failure to invest time and effort into developing our talents can result from complacency or fear of stepping out of our comfort zones. Growth and mastery require dedication, practice, and sometimes the willingness to take risks. By choosing the path of least resistance, we miss out on the rewards that come from honing our skills and pursuing excellence in our chosen fields. Societal and cultural factors can discourage the pursuit of certain talents, particularly if they are not traditionally seen as lucrative or respectable. This can lead individuals to abandon their true passions in favor of more conventional career paths, which may not align with their innate abilities or interests. Encouraging a culture that values diverse talents and supports individuals in following their unique callings is essential for fostering innovation and creativity. Another aspect of neglecting talents involves a lack of mentorship and support. Without guidance and encouragement, it can be challenging to recognize and develop one's abilities. Mentorship provides direction, feedback, and inspiration, helping individuals to navigate their journeys and maximize their potential. Establishing strong support networks within the Christian community can play a crucial role in nurturing and empowering people to utilize their gifts. Moreover, using our talents is an act of stewardship. We are accountable for how we manage and invest the abilities God has given us. When we neglect our talents, we are not only doing a disservice to ourselves, but also failing to fulfill our responsibilities as stewards of God's gifts. By actively seeking to develop and use our talents, we honor God and contribute to the greater good. In practical terms, leveraging our talents can lead to numerous opportunities for financial success. Whether through entrepreneurship, employment, or creative ventures, Our unique abilities can set us apart and open doors to various career paths and business opportunities. Utilizing our talents allows us to create value, solve problems, and meet needs in ways that others cannot, leading to increased demand and financial rewards. Recognizing and embracing our talents can lead to a more fulfilling and purpose-driven life. When we operate in alignment with our God-given abilities, we experience greater satisfaction, motivation, and a sense of accomplishment. This, in turn, positively impacts our overall well-being and quality of life, enabling us to live more abundantly and effectively. In conclusion, it is evident that addressing these 7 key areas, misinterpretation of scriptures, lack of vision, fear and doubt, poor financial stewardship, neglect of talents and gifts, dependence on miracles, and lack of entrepreneurship is crucial for empowering Christians to overcome barriers to financial prosperity. By gaining a deeper understanding of biblical teachings on wealth and stewardship, cultivating a clear vision for their lives, overcoming fear and doubt through faith and action, improving financial management practices, embracing and developing their God-given talents, balancing faith in miracles with practical efforts, and fostering a culture of innovation and entrepreneurship within the Christian community, individuals can unlock their full potential and experience God's abundant blessings in every aspect of their lives. As we commit ourselves to these principles and strive to live according to God's design for our prosperity, we position ourselves to be effective stewards of His blessings and agents of positive change in the world around us.